Once more again, SpaceX CEO Elon Musk enters history and scores a successful record in the space niche through the Inspiration4 program. The trip itself took 3 days, carrying 4 civilian members. Such a success deserves to be recognized by every person on the planet, except for one person, our American President, Joe Biden. Hello dear YouTube family, and welcome to TechSpot. As usual, we always keep you updated with the latest technology news. In today's episode, we'll be telling you about how Musk reacted to the American president's comments. We'll also take a look at their previous and relationship status and the possibility of being affected by the current situation. Let's not waste any second and move on with the video. SpaceX recently reached a significant milestone. The launch of Inspiration and its safe return to Earth brought a lot of advantages and enormous praise to Elon Musk and his company. Both private and public administrations, famous figures, and his followers congratulated him. It seemed that the only person who failed to be conscious of Musk's historic mission was the American president, Joe Biden. President Biden, however, did not deserve any explicit recognition for this progress in space tourism, which in turn called SpaceX boss Elon Musk on the scene. It is the declared dream of many space companies to make space explorable for civilians as well. Space tourism is a significant ambition for SpaceX and, at the same time, could be a lucrative source of income. So far, space flights in which civilians can participate has been a rarity. In the past, the duration and altitude of flights were more like a brief dive into space before going back to Earth. With the Inspiration4 mission, the space company SpaceX, under the leadership of Elon Musk, has now for the first time successfully carried out a space flight into space with a purely civilian crew. The spacecraft with the 4 occupants was steered by autopilot and put into orbit, where it circled the Earth for 3 days before returning safely home. As CNBC writes, the flight was a first in many ways. Sian Proctor is the first black woman to pilot a spacecraft, and Haley Arsenault is the youngest American astronaut and the first person to go into the world with a prosthesis. The flight was booked by an e-commerce 38-year-old billionaire Jared Isaacman, who completed the crew with Chris Sembrowski. Jared, who chartered the flight, said, "Few have gone before us, and many will follow." SpaceX has not disclosed what the flight cost Isaacman. With him, there are 3 more passengers on board the mission named Inspiration4. His 3 fellow travelers were selected as part of a competition and accompanied for a Netflix documentary. The 29-year-old Haley Arsenault was among the crew. This young lady is seen as a source of inspiration for cancer patients being a survivor of this malignant disease. She now works as a medical assistant, and thanks to Elon Musk, Haley was able to become the youngest American lady to fly off the planet. SpaceX also selected 51-year-old Sian Proctor to become part of the crew. In addition to being a geoscientist, he was almost selected by NASA in 2009 to be used as an astronaut. And the last seat in the spacecraft was filled by 42-year-old USA Air Force veteran Chris Sembrowski. The aim of the flight was also to raise a sum of $200 million for the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, a goal that was ultimately exceeded. So who congratulated Musk? Well, after the space capsule landed safely on Earth, numerous famous figures, private space companies, and government organizations congratulated SpaceX on the successful flight. Michelle Obama, the wife of former US President Barack Obama, was among the people who congratulated Musk and the crew for this success. That was evident through a tweet that Michelle wrote on Twitter where she especially praised Dr. Sian Proctor for being the pilot of the Inspiration4 mission. It was an honor getting to speak with Dr. Proctor and the incredible Inspiration4 crew. They're inspiring to all of us with their courage, curiosity, and passion. I'm thinking of all the young people who will be looking up to this crew and dreaming big thanks to them, said Michelle Obama on September 16th. The administrator for NASA, Bill Nelson, also showed joy, admirations, and congratulations for Musk on behalf of NASA. On September 19th, he tweeted, "Congratulations, Inspiration4. With today's splashdown, you've helped demonstrate that low Earth orbit is open to business." Other space companies put their rivalry aside and also showed their admiration and happiness with Inspiration4's program success to CEO Elon Musk via Twitter. That includes Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and Jeff Bezos' company Blue Origin as well. Bezos wrote on Twitter, "Congratulations to Elon Musk and SpaceX team on the successful start of Inspiration4 last night, another step towards making space accessible to everyone." Elon responded to this tweet with a simple thank you. However, overall, Musk waited in vain for recognition from US President Joe Biden. He left the milestone for civil space travel uncommented, which did not leave the Tesla boss unaffected. Even the $210 million of donations for the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital were ignored. It was not difficult for Biden to post a quick tweet of congratulations for the American people and SpaceX for this historically successful mission. But things came surprisingly no one expected, and it was too late to handle it. So, as a reaction, CEO Elon Musk sneered at the president when one of Musk's 60 million followers on the social networking platform Twitter asked about him. The President of the United States has refused to even to acknowledge the 4 newest American astronauts who helped raise hundreds of millions of dollars for St. Jude. What's your theory on why that is? Elon reacted indignantly. The tweet prompted a reply from the tech billionaire who mockingly wrote that Biden was probably still sleeping. In turn, Musk is alluding to Donald Trump's campaign in the US presidential election in 2020, in which Trump repeatedly referred to Joe Biden as Sleepy Joe. So it would appear that Musk is not Biden's greatest follower. SpaceX has a good relationship with the US government overall, and was only able to secure a multi-billion-dollar NASA contract for a manned lunar landing device in April. Although the space company is also facing an investigation by the Justice Department, this was initiated under ex-President Donald Trump. In a later response of a Twitter user who noted that the Inspiration crew should be recognized and perhaps even applauded by the president, Musk stated that such a thing should happen. Later, someone else tweeted with an image from the movie Alien, labeling the alien grabbing onto the face of an astronaut as UAW and the victim as Biden. Musk responded with a tweet that said, seems that way. Although Musk has previously claimed that he will not have any political relations or interference, his recent quip proves the opposite. Such a reaction that came parallel with the current conflict he has with the United Auto Workers Union, which thus far has failed to organize workers at Tesla's factories. So how was Biden and Musk's previous relationship? The Biden administration was not that bad with the Musk company, SpaceX. On the contrary, besides other space achievements, SpaceX defeated its competitors in the space race thanks to the $2.89 billion contract that it won. Remember, the Department of Justice administration in the US is examining complaints against SpaceX. Those complaints, which started during the administration of Donald Trump, are related to job applicants based on citizenship. Tesla, Elon Musk's electric car company, also benefited from many advantages during the Biden administration. The company becomes a major competitor to other famous electric car companies thanks to the benefit it takes from the regulatory tax credits and sales to buyers. Later revisions of the administration's planned EV tax credit also included provisions that penalized Tesla for not using union labor. As per the revised proposals, cars produced from a US factory with non-union American labor would receive lower incentives than EV produced out of the USA with union labor. Despite being universally recognized, the White House condoned Tesla during a special day for American cars. It now remains to be seen whether Elon Musk's leadership against the US president will turn out to be a one-off event, or whether it will result in a considerable dispute. No one can assume what future decisions the Biden administration could apply towards Musk companies. Do you know what they might do in the future? Let us know your opinions in the comments section down below. And now that we've come to the end of the video, I'd love to thank you very much for the support. If you want to be updated with more videos like this one, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. Keep yourselves safe and healthy until we meet next time.